Recording started, so now I can talk about it. So I'm looking at the starting soon screen now, right? You can probably still hear the
should be enough.
the clips. Hang on. Let me pause that for a little bit. The noise. I got to figure out a way to like do a better chat background because some of the words are kind of hard to read. White on white, a little tricky to read, right?
Taking a dump.
Anyways, we're back. Welcome back. What's the plan for today? Base is still powered on, which is always a good sign. Making flocculated water. At some point I want to revisit the water line. It's been a long time since I did anything with this, and I'm pretty sure like it's broken. I don't know. It says it's trying to craft it, but it can't for some reason. I don't know why. I'm gonna cancel the recipe here. Maybe it got voided. But at some point I'd like to revisit the water line. Having a new chat overlay be rubber and themed. Potentially, yes, but I don't really know how to do that. And by I don't know how to do it, that means I just haven't looked into it. I know yours has like a wooden theme, right? Mine doesn't have any theme. It kind of just pastes itself over the stream. I don't know. Oh, look at this. There's no crafting status. You know what that means, right? The UV capacitor is done. Yeah. I was crafting this overnight because it was going to take forever. And I'm glad to say that we have it. It's the first thing I'm going to do. Power is not running. Okay. That did a big jump. I'm going to shut this off and then our whole base. So the cool thing about our little setup here is that even if I shut off the battery, we actually have a big buffer in the Tesla tower itself. It's like 18 billion. We have an extra 18 billion in the Tesla tower stored, so I can actually shut this off for a little bit, and we should be fine. The base isn't going to shut down. So I'm going to replace this one, just because this one's a CPM one and all the other ones are IV. Let's leave that there. There we go. So if I turn this back on, yes. And this also means we now have like a low enough number. I honestly don't know the threshold for this to activate. I think it's like 10% capacity. It's this little circuit here that I have to deal with. I don't understand it, but it works. The best way I can explain this is that at some threshold, it'll tell the system to start generating power given by this redstone signal, which is what's happening right now. I don't know what capacity that is. I'm going to assume like 10% or 5%. I never really gave myself the time to really study that. But anyways, now we have 664 billion EU capacity, which is a lot. And then remember what I did last time. This is now chugging away at 11 million. Now we're consuming a lot more helium plasma, but now we have to store it all. So we'll see how much power we actually, or how much helium plasma we consume before this is full. And that'll tell me if I should keep it on loose mode or tight mode, the turbine. I change it all the time because I have no commitment capacity. That's totally fair. These capacitors here, can I do anything with them? I can use an unpackager, but I can't be bothered to go find one, so I'm not going to deal with it. Something's going on with the flocculated water. How much do I have left? Because we use a lot of it for stuff. Yeah, hasn't been able to craft any, and I don't know why. Right here. It probably is. I see it does turn on. Maybe the power ran out somewhere. I don't know. We have to keep this machine powered, and I don't know if it's enough. I don't know. At some point, I'd like to revisit the water line because I haven't really done anything with it for a while, and we're like at tier 6, I think, by now, or tier 5. We're pretty ahead, and we should use a better water source. And is the unpackage still LV level? I got no idea. dedication to GTG Teenage. I wouldn't say dedication. It's more of a just persistence. Let me check on the power here. So we have stored is 46 billion. Average EU in is 14 million, so we may have to increase it. But I can't really increase it until we get a better like fuel source, because helium plasma, just this one guy, we can really only support 10,000 per second. Yeah. And that is not enough to keep that plasma turbine running nonstop. How much do I have here? Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. Anyway, so another thing I wanted to do is maybe change how we do things. I want to start pumping a lot more power into the power hungry machines, especially the AS line, the chemical reactor, and the blast furnace. I don't think I'm going to worry about the vacuum freezer because it doesn't use as much power. But these are paired machines, so maybe I have to deal with it. How am I going to do that? I have no idea. Let me go down here. It may be time for me to get into lasers, or let me double check here. How much amperage are we using? We don't use a lot of current. Output max display. That concerns me. Did it change or something? I know we have like 272. I think that's what it was, right? It was 19. No, 17 times 16. Yeah, 272. Finished 3 games in the time I quit GTH. That's okay. It's not for everybody. So what I was thinking for the power hungry machines is to start transitioning into lasers. Okay, so this might be a flaw here. And the flaw is actually, and I have an idea for this. But this is the flaw that I was thinking here. You see that number? Time to full is estimated 30 minutes. So what I was thinking is that the big machines or the power hungry machines, I won't let them run when the base is actively generating power like it is right now. Right? But if I were to do that, then it's not going to do anything for 30 minutes until it fills up. Those machines are not going to run for 30 minutes, and I don't want to wait. I got him. We're not going to wait 30 minutes just to craft things. So I think there is... Yes, that's actually what I was getting at. So the other thing I can do is have a manual lever so that they always run, but I can shut it off so that they just stop working. And then it returns to the normal mode. That way I don't actually have to wait, and I can turn it on in the middle of a jump start. That way, whenever like we're actively playing, we can actually like run machines. So let's figure that out. So I'm gonna need some redstone. I honestly don't know how to set this up. We're gonna have to use a lot of redstone control for this though. For sure we need a receiver. I don't know the difference between that and that. The internal one is the one we're looking for. The internal one is the one that tells the machine to stop working. And we can do that with that. I'm gonna make a couple of these just to play with it. Get out Microsoft Paint. Nah. We got this. I know exactly what I'm thinking. I just have to like actually do it. Let's get a couple of them actually. You see this recipe? Aluminum foil is taking forever. You see this fiber reinforced epoxy resin sheet? That's also taking forever. Got to do something about that. It's in the something. I don't know. It's in the chemical bath. I hope I'm making sense. I guess we'll see it once I actually do the stuff. Excuse me. Did you hear that Microsoft is forcing people to sign into their accounts and allow Copilot to use Notepad? Notepad? I don't use Notepad though. I actually use Visual Studio Code, and that's just because I've had it on there forever and I forgot about it. That's weird though. Well, why would you need to? Oh, it's Copilot. Copilot is Microsoft's version of whatever, right? Your AI. No. No, thank you. I'm gonna need some frame boxes. Tell you what, okay, this is what I'll do. We'll set up the actual signal down there. We're gonna need some AND gates. An AND gate. Let's try this. Watch. This is going to be funny, and you're gonna see exactly why me taking digital logic design in undergrad is actually gonna be used. This is what I studied for. To make a completely unnecessary redstone circuits in Minecraft to control my power hungry machines. I'm gonna assume a NOT gate or an AND gate, and we'll try a NOT gate as well. I got a bunch right here. Hey, Nine, not UHV. How expensive is that? I haven't really looked at it yet. We just got the UV capacitor and it's charging up right now. Oh, this lets me use wireless power. I highly doubt we're anywhere near this though. It's not happening. I'm not even gonna look at it. Anyways, does it really have that much storage though? Oh, yeah, that's a big number. I'm not even gonna attempt to read that. But anyways, we finally put our UV capacitor. Look at it, nice and purple. And the base is charging up with it right now. So here we go. The signal is gonna come off of here. I don't want to connect there. I guess I just, you know what? Watching Nine's video, shameless Nine plug, you actually helped me understand that you can use these guys, like the strips, to separate red alloy wires, and that's actually huge, pretty important intel. Not there, I want it there. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so the idea, what I want to do here is we want this. No, I need a transmitter here. Get a transmitter. Let's go ahead and make. I don't know the difference between the advanced ones and the regular ones, but why not make the advanced ones? We're rich. And that is an ass machine circuit 1. Do I not have a? I guess I don't. It's fine. I haven't set it up yet. I'll do that right now. And you'll see where my train of thought is going once I actually get this set up. This one. Okay. Advanced redstone transmitter. Let's make like 2 of them, I guess. And then I need a internal one. This one, my understanding is that this actually can tell machines to stop working, just like it did right here on this one. Yeah, receiver internal. This is a receiver internal. I may have to give that another signal also, which is going to be interesting. I'm making the transmitter. Yeah. Hurry up. Turn this into an external one so that it gets used for other things. Yeah, I got used in that recipe, which is nice. Yeah, but that's a good thing to keep bookmarked. Let's just take a look at that, the UHV capacitor. So what do we need? Obviously, we're not at UEV circuits yet. I'm assuming the first ones are going to be bio mainframes. I'm assuming, or where no. Yeah, the bio mainframe, something like that. We're way past. We're not able to do that because we need that. We need the next circuit line. Just biomutated circuit boards, which is whatever the heck that is. I'm not going to look into that. We're not there yet. One step at a time. Okay. So you're not connected to anything right now. Making sure. Frame box. Need a bunch of frame boxes here. Frame box. Blue steel. Sure. That works. Okay, I'm going to put this right here. And then I want this to transmit like that, right? And I don't understand if it needs to be I think external is okay, right? And I guess what I can do is also put the receiver on this guy just to make sure it actually works. Right? Yeah, and let's get a lever. You can use give me a Minecraft lever. Thank you. We love a chance to use our useless college degrees. So true. Okay, this is where the AND gate is going to go. So we face an AND gate right here. Like that, right? We want one of the signals to be active. We only need 2 signals. One of them will be actually a NOT gate. We do not want this to be powered when the base is requesting or actively creating power. Don't have it active. That's what that's for. We need a screwdriver just so it oops. That one. So right now it's trying to turn on, right? But hang on, I'm trying to think here. May not be working how I want, but I want an override. It's an OR gate. So we want this to be that, or we have a lever, which is the manual override. We're looking for an OR gate. Not AND. I mean, I can be a real nerd about it and say AND and OR are kind of related. You just got to add a bunch of ANDs and whatnot to it, but let's not think about that right now. Molecular assembler. Put that guy right there. What are you? Oh, storage housing. Looks funny. How far are we from infinity ingots? Because technically that's UHV, right? Oops. Okay, we just need to get the next rocket, which I might consider actually. Hello, Solarius. Yeah, I might be considering this actually. Okay. And the reason why I want this is to finally make the neutronium energy cell for A2. You can get meteors in small quantities. I totally get that, but this is not a magic run. And honestly, me getting to meteors is going to be a lot slower at this point because I don't want to relearn everything. All right, this is going to be an OR gate. Like that, right? So this is going to be plugged in somewhere else, but it's going to be a... Move this back one so I can actually see the redstone signal. Like that. Quick, someone tell me a frequency. 69 is already taken. Don't be funny about it. $77 works. 77. Okay. This one will be 77 as well. Okay, so redstone right there. Right there. Okay. So what this is telling me is that this signal will turn off when the base is not creating power. All right, that's when this buffer is full. This one right here, which is we have a long way to go. And the reason why I'm doing a manual override is that I want the big machines to only run when we're not creating power, which is the not of that. But that also means I'm going to have to be waiting 20 minutes during the streams for me to actually do anything. And no, that's not happening. That's what this manual override is for, so that I can like just do that as I feel like. And there we go. So the manual override will do that. If I keep the manual override off, that means we can actually run machines like normal. But I can turn that on during streams, and then it should be okay. I'm pretty sure there's like a player detector cover that I can use. But that's close players. There's like an online detector, right? Yes, this is one option I can do. Is just use an online detector that does that whenever I'm online. But it'll probably happen. I still want to manually override it, so I won't worry about that. So it'll be like this. Manual override is going to be somewhere. I don't know where, actually. Actually, it could just be like this. 77 is our multi-block. Okay, like that. And this one will be advanced redstone receiver external. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how it works though, and it looks really cheap. Never used this before. Nine out here already in endgame, and you're just figuring out new things. Okay, we're gonna do that. I need another manual override, so I need another frame box with another redstone transmitter. I have one right here, and a receiver, like that. Quick, someone give me another frequency. Let's put that one right there. This will be receiver. 99. 99 works. Okay. So that's not where it goes. I'm going to put it right here. Right there. Advance the redstone receiver. Right there. Why do you turn on instantly? I don't like that. Why are you outputting? You're not supposed to. No. You're... I don't get this. Nothing else is connected to 99 that I know of. Actually, there might be something connected. I have a document on my drive here. Let me check it. If I'm using 99 already. I'm not gonna update Visual Studio Code. Relax. I'm gonna stick to 99 for now because I'm not using it anywhere else. But why are you turning on? You're not supposed to do that. You're freaking me out. Redstone receiver. Why? Is there actually a 99 somewhere? I guess there is. I'll use 999 then. It's so weird. you're confusing me. You're not supposed to be on. There's nothing connected to it. Why? I don't know. Give it an OR gate, maybe. I don't get it. What that does. I do not understand this. I guess an OR gate, but I don't know what this means. analog mode. Only use this mode with one transmitter in total. No logic involved. That's, I guess I would do that. Thanks for the follow, Joel. Okay, I don't fully understand this, I guess, but you know what? It works now. So we want this to analog mode, whatever that means. I'm going to assume that I understand what that means, and there you go. So this guy is going to be the manual override, which will tell the machines to actually, like the big power eaters to actually work. Where am I going to put the manual override beats me. Probably somewhere here. There's no organization here, honestly. I need another frame box. Give me a lamp. Sure. And then I'll put that guy right here. And this needs a transmitter. Yes. To 99. Like that. And then do you like pass your signal? I don't think you do. I need a way for me to visually see that this is actually working. How I can probably do it is just use a... Yeah, that works. It's a very temporary, right? But there we go. Sure. Do that. Okay, so when I turn that on, this turns on, which turns on the actual switch to turn on the multi-blocks. Right, this guy's at 77. Okay. Otherwise, it will not do anything because this is actively generating power. Wherever it is. Yeah, average EU in is 14 million. And I also have to check how much helium plasma. 53 million we have a good amount. The next thing I want to do is set that up on the receiver, but put this onto the internal. And then tell the blast furnace, where did I just go? I'm in Bobby's area. I haven't been out here in forever. This wand of teleportation is actually very strong. Anyways, I'm going to put that guy right here. And put this on 77, which is the master switch. All right. So right now it's off. So for example, if I request something like, I don't know, neutronium, which I'm going to have to do at some point. I can check here and it's not going to do anything. Right? And this is intended. I want this to not do anything. Because the idea here is that while the base is actively generating power, I don't want the big machines to run, because otherwise we're going to generate power like nonstop. Okay, but that means I would have to wait 16 minutes to actually do anything when I'm actually streaming. That's what this override switch is for. So that when I'm online and actually playing, I don't have to wait for the base to fully power. And then whenever I get offline and do like a thick craft, I won't really worry about the base shutting down. But this also means I have to monitor a little better what the base is doing. Why I'm going to do this is that I'm going to be pumping these machines with a lot more power than we reasonably can produce. That's the whole idea. So that looks like it's working just fine. I'm going to turn this on because we're not really doing like crafting too much. But that switch is going to be really good for offline crafting because it happens whenever I craft like 10,000 neutronium overnight, the base shuts down because it can't keep up. Does it work or not? I got no idea. I guess we'll see, right? How much black plutonium do I have? I am mining some, which is nice. Did you shut down? Oops. Did you shut down or something? Okay, no, you're just waiting on black plutonium. Okay. So I want to start looking into lasers. Active transformers here. And I think I'll just build a multi-block of them. Like set up a manual craft recipe for these. I don't know what to do with these data sticks. Is there any way I can like I guess I'm just gonna write over them with other stuff. Let's set up a recipe. Get like a piece of paper. We're fancy. We're gonna use litmus paper. Shush. I don't remember what that was for. Active transformer. I'm gonna start using a whole bunch of these from now on. So we're gonna set up a little request thing to give us all of them. So I want a controller. What else am I gonna need? It says here I need an energy hatch. Do you actually need an energy hatch, like a separate one for this? How does this work? Or does this target hatch work as an energy hatch? I'm assuming it does also. Actually, there's like a quest for this, right? I've never really played with these before. Yeah, this one. Use it to turn your lasers from your laser hatches, which is probably a better use. It doesn't need a maintenance hatch, just the IO hatches. Oh, no maintenance hatch is actually nice. I understand what Power Pass does because I've been used to that with the Tesla Tower. Okay, I'm assuming we need a superconducting coil block in 23 of these high power casings, so sure. What else do you need? You do not need a maintenance hatch, and everything else, I guess this is just telling me I can use a mix, like a mix and mash of all of this, right? So let's try and craft as many high power casings as a full block needs, and I can just break it down for anything else. So we need 27, right? Because I'm assuming this is not a hollow multi-block. Not a hollow multi-block. So 27 in total. This is 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Like that. Now go ahead and put that one right there. Then I can trash this guy. I could request an active transformer. And I got something needs UV circuits and or CPM and LUV circuits. I don't know what though. I can always search for them right here. Inputs is that works okay. More than I don't think it's that one. It's got to be this one. Then just do. I guess these two, right? I won't really worry about those right now. I'll stick with that. Okay. So these two are ass line recipes. And now they're being changed so that they can use the any circuit. We have those being crafted now. We'll put those there and there. Okay. And then this guy, computer casing, most definitely one of the ones that's using the CPM circuits. And these are both blank assembly. Put them here. Okay. And then try crafting one. Oh, it has thinking a lot. Okay, you're still requesting those somehow. Something needs those. I don't know what though. I'm just gonna get everything out that actually uses them. Uncertainty resolver. I don't think I actually need this one anymore. And then energy hatch. I don't think I'm gonna. I mean, I might as well actually. Yeah. All of these machines here. Do you need a pump somewhere? High energy flow circuit. Oh, must be you also. Okay. one step at a time. So this is an ash line recipe, and so is this one. So these two can go right there. This guy is... We're not using a circuit assembly line, but I probably should set it up at some point because we're going to be crafting these a lot, but I don't have that set up yet. That is going to be in a circuit assembly. I'll put that one right there now. That one's a little faster. This guy is, you know what, I'm just going to break that. Bye. And then this guy, fluid pump, I don't even know what you're used for. Intake hatches. Yeah, I might as well. I already have it. Put this in Ass Machine 3. Okay. Now can I craft? Not that one. This one. Yes. You got some recipes that are looking for this guy. Oops. Please leave my hand. Thank you. I don't think it's that one. It's probably not that. Most definitely you and you. I don't think it's a computer rack. Bye-bye. Don't think it's those. I saw something else. You? Oh, geez, there's actually a lot of stuff here. Those guys. And I saw something else. It was like a controller. That one. Okay. This is an Ass Machine. Circuit 0. This is an Ass line. This one is a blank assembler. This one is a blank assembler. And I'm guessing this one is also. There we go. Okay. How about now? There we go. Then I need to make recipes for the wires here. And we should be able to do that. That is a 8x wire mill. Right there. Then this one is a 16x wire mill. Right there. And now I take a sip for my drink. 1 second. Okay. Wheat craft. So I'm also going to be needing a whole bunch of these optical cables. No, the upgrade to these, which are the lasers, right? Where are they? These guys. This one, I don't think I'm ready for this. This means that you can turn them, but you cannot split. Which would be great. Because that means I don't have to build a new transformer for every turn. Right? At least that's what I'm getting at. But these are expensive as all heck. We're nowhere near that. We don't even have grade 4 water. Hey, KGN. Thanks for the subscribe again. 13 months. We're not anywhere near here, though. I don't even know how to get chromatic glass. How the heck? Oh, you're 2 days off. To get from getting the 11111. Quantum not happening. I forgive. Anyways, laser vacuum pipes. I'm gonna have to start crafting those too. Cannot craft those. That is a UV assembler blank. Oh, put him right there. How long is this craft going to take? Quite a while. Not a double check. Is the blast furnace actually running? Yes, you are. Okay. How much power do we have? We're almost at capacity, which is great. That's good. Good to see. Uh-oh. My nitrobenzene struggling? Probably is. That's probably what's going on. Nitric acid keeps struggling. I wonder why that is. You're not getting something. Ammonia and oxygen. We have plenty of that. Not enough fluid output space. Oh. I don't want to give this a giant output hatch because it's just going to make it non-stop. But it looks like I have to give it a bigger output hatch if I want it running more often. I'll do that right now. I mean, I already have one, but it's going to consume all of my oxygen and ammonia, and I don't want that. We'll upgrade it. We'll give it a LUV output hatch. We'll give it a ZPM output hatch because I have one already. What do you mean you don't have enough? Oh, the trash can. It's also trying to avoid water. That's definitely what it is. This whole time that's been an issue and I never noticed. You need to be a bigger output. Is there like they should make like a trash output hatch. You basically just combine that with the fluid trash can and it does it. Because I'm just trying to avoid it. There probably is something you can do with it. Or similar like that, but I don't know. This is all remnants from like the passive stuff, and I'm not really doing that anymore. There we go. Now it's running nonstop. But rest in peace, my ammonia and oxygen. Which, you know what, I'm not really complaining about because we need a lot of it anyways. Okay, so that should be a lot faster. Nitric acid. Mm-hmm. All right, you know what, I'll just leave it there. It's fine. Okay. You're still crafting. Oh no. Oh, you're so slow. Maybe that's probably the first machine that I want to set up because this is our bottleneck right now. And it's all because these just take forever to like process. So can I use the laser hatches with these guys? Because I would love to if I'm able to. Let me see if it tells me if I'm allowed to use them. Recipe tier. I'm not concerned about recipe tier. Used to make complex machine parts. Does not make assembler items. Anyone know if I can use laser hatches for ass lines? I'm assuming you can. Any layer 4 casing, which is, it can be any of these, so I'm actually going to probably put it right there. So it looks like the first machine that I want to bring over, like, or the first laser power I would like to bring over is the, what do you call it? The ass line. Now, how am I going to bring it out here? Because I have to bring an entire cable over here without it looking atrocious. That is a very good question. I don't know how to answer that. I mean, technically, we have been using lasers for quite a while, but this is just the basic. There's only one. The entire base is like being powered off of one laser pipe. It's pretty funny, I think. You're about to shut off. Okay. So I may have to figure out a tunneling system to do that. I mean, once it's out here, it will be able to move around. So I'm going to be putting the transformers on the bottom like layer right here. Okay, let's do that. I'm going to have to make a tunnel that goes all the way from here all the way to the power generation room. And we're going to have like one transformer and then a couple others to reach all the way out here. And this is not needed. I can actually break this. This isn't doing anything. I can move these 10 energy cells higher up. That doesn't matter. Okay, so I will have the space. Okay, so what's my coordinates? Oh, it's this button, right? Yeah, this one. Okay. So facing that way, I am negative 283. 283 or 203? Is that a 0 or 8? I think that's a 0. One way I can find out. That is a 0. Okay. Alice right here. Like that. Okay. So negative 203, Z74, and Y144. There we go. And I'm going to need... I can tear this apart here. So, first of all, I think I'm going to drill down. Okay, and there's Ritz being Ritz. Oh, he's going to mess me up. Ritz, how dare you? I know you're watching. Why would you do this to me? Anyways, I'm going to have a transformer sticking out of this one, going straight down, and the Y level is 74. 144. Am I on the same Y level already? Guess I am. Oh, you know what? That's just a weird coincidence. Yeah. So the basement in the old area is not that large, but I do step up from it. I step up right there, and then I also step up again. No, I don't. I guess it's just coincidence that I made this basement the same distance downward as this one after moving up, which is actually really funny. You know what? No, totally planned. Okay, so we go all the way down here. And then we have to go to negative 203 and 144. So Z is moving, so I keep going until Z74. I forgot this room existed. Alright, you know what? Let's get some Aegon. We're going to Z74. And that's my plan, is to the first machine we laser up will be the ass line. Of course, that's assuming it even works. I don't know if it works with an ass line. I don't know. I'm hoping someone can tell me. One for this Z74. Can't trick me again, Ritz. I'm going in a straight line. If I manage to mess up the straight line, then you guys can mock me, but you almost got me. I saw the numbers, and then I saw the Mr. Chaos right next to it. Like, of course he did. I'm hoping there's nothing on the other side of this. Otherwise, I'm going to rip a hole through my entire base and destroy machines in the process. You know what? I might actually go through the power of tower now that I think about it. But I don't think there's actually anything in the middle. So it should be okay. Just watch me dig forever because I miscounted. This is probably where world edit will come into play, like, help. And actually, I will use world edit. I just want to confirm that I'm actually... Oh, yeah, it worked. Okay. We're at a tunnel, and I'll use world edit for the rest of it. You're really slow. Wetware processor, yeah. It's about to finish crafting, though, which is very nice. Yeah, okay. And then we'll use world edit. Excuse me. World edit for the rest of it. Where's my X? Yeah. So how big is this tunnel going to be? Probably a 5x5. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Right? Because the transformer itself is a 3x3. And that's probably enough space for me to move it around. So I'll stick it like that. All right. Like that. No. Like that. Yeah. I remember someone taught me about the distr command. It tells you exactly what is in the way so that you don't go destroying things that you're not supposed to. So we have, and this is like block ID. So this is 2382. So all you have to do is search for 2382, and that's lave. So I don't care about that. Air, we know what air is. Dirt, we know what dirt is. 2373. I'm gonna guess that's Aegon. 2373. It's Aegon. So this means that everything that's highlighted is safe to delete. So we do set air. And yep. We did go through power of tower. But the very like basement of it, which is pretty funny. All right, so let's get some building blocks set up. We just need a couple of Aegon. It's gonna be very, very bland, I think. Aegon and Lave. That's the build palette I'm using right now. All of this will be Lave. Like that. And that one, and go on the other side. Like that. The roof, you know what? It's also going to be Lave. There's nothing there. Okay. Or should I make it Aegon? That should be Aegon. Yeah. That and 13. Like that. And then the floor should be Aegon. Actually, I'm going to go way out here. Like that. That was a right click. And now I just need to left click right there. What do you mean gross? All right. Hello. I definitely would have broken something if I kept digging. I don't know what that cable is. What is that cable? That's the one that powers our nitrobenzene gas pump. Yeah, that's our nitrobenzene, so don't touch that. Yeah. Oh, look at that. It stopped. Which means we have 600 billion power And just to confirm, yes, that shut off. So the NOT gate would activate the signal. So whether or not we have the master switch, it won't matter for the actual base. I'm gonna shut this off now, like that. Sweet. I'm not gonna break it. That's disastrous. Where am I? I'm in the back rooms. Get out. All right. This will be just a little area here. 1, 2, 3, 4. It will not be fun, Ritz. I promise you that. That's gonna be a major part of our base shut down because of shenanigans. I mean, I've proven it before. I am capable of like bringing back the power, but I'd rather not right now. All right, like that. I'm gonna go ahead and wall off this area, I think. No, excuse me. I mean scam. Hang on. It's contract 1 down. Like that. Set and 12. There we go. And probably it will be faster if I just use the wand. Like that. And it would be faster if I used the wand, but I don't have enough blocks. Do that. Right there. Okay. Then patch that up. Make our own little tunnel. And this tunnel is going to be our transformer stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Yep. There we go. Okay. Now we have a transformer right here. I guess we don't have the transformer, right? But the room for it. So the idea here is we're going to need a minimum of 1 transformer to take the power from the battery bank, and then another one right here, because again we can't turn the laser pipes. These guys, you can't turn them. What's the difference? I guess it's the same thing, except that it's explosion proof. Okay. Because you can't turn them at all, you need an entire other transformer. So 1 right there, 1 right here, and then this one is going to go all the way somewhere. I don't know where yet. So this is not in the center. So it's going to be probably, I'm going to put it right here. Right here, I guess. I'm going to put a block of lave there to mark it. But the other one's going to go all the way out here because we really only plan on powering the this guy and even the chemical reactor, which is it is in line, so I can probably set it like branch off that one and then go over there, I think. Yeah. The chemical reactor probably doesn't need lasers, or I probably don't even need any lasers from here, but we'll give it a try because I also want to play it. At some point I do need to branch off to get to the blast furnace with the minimum number of lasers that I need, or transformers, and it would have to be down here, and I would have to make another tunnel. I think that's what I'll have to do. So I'm going to need a lot of these guys. And we crafted 1 already. Okay, so how much power am I willing to give to take from that machine? Let's look at a laser. Is it source? That's a low power though. Extracting terminal for multi-blocks. Not all of it. We won't be able to support that much. I would love to, but no, we can't. 96 amps. That's a lot of power. Like this one can do 256 amps of UV. That's, excuse my language, that's hella power. I don't think it's gonna work out though if I do that. I might as well though. That's probably what I'm going to be using is a bunch of these. How expensive are they? Honestly, not that bad. This does mean that, oh, it is UV circuits though. What about the ZPM ones? Maybe I stick with ZPM. Right? No. I should probably. Oh, how about this? I think I'm gonna commit the main, like the main backbone to be the 256 amp UV one, and then I can split up with the ZPM ones in case I need it. Right? Yeah, let's try for that. Okay. So I got a break coming up. I'm gonna brainstorm a little bit of what to do next, and then we'll be back. But it looks like I'm gonna have to craft some more of these transformers. So let's try crafting 5 and see if it lets me. Sodium steel. I'm gonna go ahead and just ask for it anyways. Let's try that. And I will be right back. Thanks for watching.
Oh my god, no! Oh no! No! Okay,
No.
watch. Oh my god!
I saw it. It was a woman.
I died.
It was a woman.
Yeah.
Okay, God, I hate this.
Okay.
I hate this.
Hell yeah. Okay, so we got it built. Pressure poop injector. It's very cramped in here, right? But that's okay. I haven't heard those fart noises in a while because I haven't really grown much stuff. Alright, fine. I'll eat it. I'm so scared. Man, if it let me put down my water bucket, I would be steaming through this course right now. Okay, no, I'm okay though. I'm okay. Too close. What? It was nothing. I put myself through danger for no reason. So let's get to crafting the next tier of compact machine. Six times 9 is 63. You don't need a calculator. I know my math sometimes, so I need a stack of flint. In other words, it might help out if I have some here. I think I do. Oh, yes, a lot. Oh, look, I already had the flint. Okay. Yeah. I can do a key change. Hello. So, I'm gonna put this right there. We're crafting a lot. You don't have enough UU matter. That's why I have this. There we go. That is definitely enough UU matter. It said we're also missing sodium and steel. Do you not have a recipe for steel dust? More Faz. We got a plan for it. I wouldn't mind playing it someday though. It is pretty fun. It's also pretty fun playing with like actual professionals. Because I clearly don't know how to play the game. Oh, you know what? I think I need a recipe for the steel dust. How am I making steel ingots? I forgot. I'm using iron dust. Sure. And then I think this is just a macerator. Yeah, like that. I need a better macerator. You guys would be very ashamed if you saw the macerator that I'm using. I'll show you guys. Just so you can hold me accountable next time. Yeah. IV macerator. Still in our leftover. We still have a couple of a single blocks that I have to deal with at some point. At some point. Faz on Monday. Their plan. It's like he can plan for me. I am my own person. Tell you what, if you can get a guaranteed 4 people party going, I will play on Monday. We can stream it on Monday. And I mean it. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Sodium. We keep running out of sodium. What is going on? How much you want to bet it's because this guy is just too slow or he's not working. He's just not working. Of course it is. You're joking. Okay. I mean, if you can find 4 people, maybe. Too slow. Damn. It's true. Alright, I'll just leave that running. Oh. What is going on in here? I have to deal with all of the other combs at some point. It's just clogging up. How much space do I even have? We got like no space for anything. That's probably what's going on. Xenon comb. I have 700,000 xenon combs. That's probably because it's just stuck right here. Yep. I gotta upgrade the bee processing stuff at some point, but I'm not gonna worry myself with it right now. It's not really a concern. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cancel this because it's just too much stuff. And let's try building. Oh, one thing I want to confirm is if we can even put laser stuff onto the ass lines. I'm assuming you can. Energy injecting terminal. If this one works, then the other ones should work too. Let me get a. Actually, what kind of casing is it? Solid steel machine casing. Solid steel machine casing. I'm gonna pause you. I'm going to put this guy right there. I don't think it works. Do you accept multi-amp hatches? Like a 64 amp CPM one. If not, then I'm gonna have to get creative with how much power we're injecting it. That doesn't work either. And I have an idea for that. That works. So it looks like the plan for this guy, that does work. It only accepts the normal energy hatches. So I'm guessing the plan for this is to just shove like a ton of energy hatches. All of this can be an energy hatch, and that'll be where the power comes from the transformer. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do that. It's gonna look funny, but we gotta do something. It's not enough, but it's a start. So we're gonna have to plan for that. All right, and then I can get my wire cutters. But good to know. It confirmed you can't use multi-amp basically you can't use tech hatches in an AS line. That's reasonable. You might be able to actually in the other AS line. The advanced assembly line, I think is what it's called. This guy? Yes, it does. So what if I just make this? It's literally the same. It's cheaper. Let me look into it because this one does accept tech hatches, and that would be a lot easier to deal with. And that can be our main one. So I think there might even be a quest for this. While I'm reading up, let's craft another one of these guys. Multi-block goals. I'm pretty sure it's right here. Yeah, right here. Component. We're not ready for this yet. Fourth layer, automating whatever. Unlike the cacao, you can have up to 16 input buses. If you use the full 16, you should put the output bus to the side. So I would like to use it because it does support the laser hatches. But I don't understand how this works. What's the difference? Built exactly the same as standard assembly line. Assembly line with item pipelining. Use voltage of worst energy hatch for overclocking. Performs normal overclock with given voltage. Supports tech and multi-amp and laser hatches. Performs laser overclock. I don't know what that means. Each laser overclock reduces recipe time by 50%. If it's built the exact same way, I might as well try and craft it. I'm gonna have to scan the thing though, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. I need one assembly line. Not those. Does parallels by slices. I have no idea what that means. I'm assuming I would want it. I'm gonna try building it just to have it. And then if it ends up not being good, then I learned. Try that though. Okay. This will be a learning experience. I'm gonna build an extra one, like an extra assembly line, so that I can just replace it and it doesn't actually delete anything. So let's try crafting 2 of you. Oh no, something needs. How much you want to bet? It's not those. It might be the The assembler machine casings, yes. I can kind of understand what it does based on what it's saying. So it looks like I can just keep giving it items, right? Okay. So in that case, for example, the Nero, the whole thing I'm trying to like solve is crafting these Nero processing units a lot faster. So if I give more items into this, it'd be faster. Is that what you're saying? I think I understand it. So it's parallels, in other words. Okay. I can understand that. I'm still gonna build it. This one might be a little tricky though because of there's already a full stack of items in there, but you know what? It's fine with me. I'm still gonna build it. This one, that'll be a molecular assembler. Okay, I would need 2 ants lines, 2 of them, 1 to study, and then I guess I'm gonna need 3. And actually, no, that's gonna be the backup. 2 is okay. Even then, it says that it reduces power. It does perform an overclock. So just that alone is going to be a lot more helpful because I don't want to spam like all this to be energy hatches and it's still not going to be that much power. So even just making it work like a normal one, but being able to give it tech hatches is going to help me out a lot. Fluoroflagopite plate. HSSG gets. Am I producing power actively? No. I am not. Yeah, I'm going to cancel that though. I want you to work on. Oh, okay. There's a lot of items being produced in the blast furnace right now. And this is exciting. This is one of the reasons why I'm trying to upgrade this to be a lot faster because this man is kind of slow. I guess, you know what? Right now, I can even just give it a bigger energy hatch. Right now, it's 32 amps. I can make it twice as fast. We'll do that. I even have a CPM energy hatch right now. Yes, okay. And then we'll give it a diode. Needs to be a 64 amp diode. Wherever it is. Is that not all I can do? I guess we'll give it a 16 amp UV. No transformer, actually. Transformer would work. No, it won't. Because we're giving it ZPM power. In that case, just give it more diodes. Yeah, I can give it 4 diodes, right? 4 16 amp diodes. Sure. Not iDode. Diode. Get 2 of you. You don't know how to make 16x Nakodal wire. Of course you don't. I did take out all of the recipes there. Because I added the wire mill a little later on. Right there. Let's get 2 of you. Got a ping. And how are you crafting? You still got to craft a bunch. Yeah, these guys take forever to craft. That's fine. They got a lot of things I want to update. Did finish with all the ingots though. Circuit wraps. Where are you being crafted? You might want to be sped up. Definitely want to be sped up. Okay. I'm gonna increase the wraps, I guess. If I want to be crafting those, it's gonna be beneficial if I just craft like a stack at a time. Wrap. Transistors. Let's just do all of the components at once. Let's just stick it like do it like that. You know what? I think I'm gonna need these also. Oh, that's a lot though. I'm not willing to do that. No. Those are too much. These I'm more okay with. Yes. All right. We'll see how much that ruins our setup. All right. Try doing that now. All right. I need 2 of you. We can craft them now. So these components, I think I want to move these into here, but I would need to set up a circuit 6. And I think that's way faster now that we're crafting it like a stack at a time. Yeah, I think I want to speed that up, but everything else is okay. How fast is this now? Yeah, look at that. Instant craft. Instead of crafting one every 2 seconds. Batch crafting does, or adding a bigger batch to the craft does speed things up. So I may want to increase this to 8 wraps also. Autoclave. No. Oh, it is slow. What's our autoclave at? You're running ZPM power. Little cringe. It does make 84 of them at once though, which is, you know what, I'm just gonna leave it there. Yeah, it's fine for now. It's not our bottleneck. Our bottleneck is the neural processing unit, which is what I'm trying to do in the first place. Okay. So the train of thought again. I'm gonna have the backbone be 256 amp UV for now. And just to future proof, I'm gonna go ahead and add circuit 1 to our precise assembly universal automation. It's been a while since I did this, so I'm probably gonna break it. I'm going to need 6 of you because I'm gonna use 3 interfaces. 3 of you. I need some 64K cells to make 10 of you. 11 of these circuit 1s. And some conduits. And then 2 filters. I only have 1, so I'll make a bunch. You got stuck again, didn't you? No? I forget that you're very slow. You know, I'm not going to worry about it. I have to revisit the water line at some point. Because it's kind of slow. Alright, this is crafting a whole bunch of circuits at once. Maybe I'll set up more circuit assembly lines for that. Yeah, that'd be way faster. And then wrap of those guys. SOC wafers is an aqua.dope wafer, which we can do. Not really hurting for those though, because we still make these relatively quickly. I'm not too worried about them. Okay, that finished actually. Those finished. Okay. So 2 of you, and then the 64K cells. I need all 10 of you. All right. Put those here. Then those right here. Take one, put it there just to jumpstart it. Okay. But then if you stack, let me check you here. You have just one circuit there. Then you should be able to stack in here. So you're all the same. I also need a drive. That one. Okay. So oh, I need more. I need a quartz fiber. And some cable. That should be enough. Like that. One of the circuits can go right there just to mark it that I have a circuit 1 available. Then I will put the blocking cards. And then I set all of these to blocking mode. And then the drive goes up there. And then you have all of you give it a conduit. What are the colors? I always forget the colors. So insert red, extract green. Insert red, extract green. So only allow those and only do not take out those. Right? Yeah. You can probably use a conduit binder for those at some point, but you know what, it's fine. There you go. Okay. And then we rename it. I'm gonna get that one. Copy. Paste. Copy. Paste. Paste. There we go. And that's pretty much it. I probably messed it up somewhere, but you know what? It's fine. It's part of the learning process. Or you gotta do it enough times before it solidifies, right? And paint it black. Oh, no, put that down there where it belongs. Okay, so we now have circuit 1 availability, which is very nice. That'll help us out. And one of the first things I want to be able to start crafting are this stuff here. So any other circuit 1s can be right there now. So let's try crafting the laser source hatch. I'm also going to need a corresponding target hatch, but I'll worry about that. I just want to be able to craft this. So you need to learn how to craft UV motors or UV emitters, which means I need to scan a ZPM emitter. Unless we already have a data stick. I don't remember all of the data sticks we have. That's an LUV one. The ZPM one. Yeah, I don't have it. I'm pretty sure, at least I think someone told me about a way to look at the data sticks. But I don't remember. It's fine. So we'll make a ZPM one. Nitric acid is going to be an issue again. It's always nitric acid. So it's like I'm starting to like highly consider making this process a just stop crafting it for a little bit. This process a level emitter because we burn through so much. I have to filter it, and that's what's happening. We had to filter through so much. Oh, you know what? I probably trashed a lot of the water. What was I trying to say? Yeah, we burned through so much nitric acid making nitrobenzene that it's actually kind of funny. I must have been trashing all of it this whole time. Oh well. Forgot to filter it. It's fine. Let's try it now. That's probably what it was, though. Actually, now that I think about it, another thing I can just do is set up a level emitter for just nitric acid, because we do produce nitric acid by request, but we also do it passively. But it's fine. Okay, so this is still working, actually. Force track emitter. Don't know what that does, so I won't worry about it. Oh, we actually crafted one of the ass lines. Let me take that and a data stick and study it. Don't put that there. I'm gonna do it right here. Put that one there just to overwrite that one. And then scan. Oh, you're done already. Thank you. That was quick. So this is advanced assembly line construction data. There you go. And then I make a recipe for advanced ass line. Put that in the ass line patterns. And then try crafting one. And that one's going to be used to craft it. Oops, no. I need the advanced assembly line. I need to craft a ludicrous chest. Voltage chest buffer, yeah. Okay. Sure. That is a molecular assembler. Still remember all of the other mod packs I've played where I've had to craft a lot of molecular assemblers, and now I don't really need to, because I mean, a lot of the crafting is done through other machines, not the molecular crafting table recipes. That doesn't happen too often anymore. I can probably update that. Bauxite. Yeah, I probably could. Am I going to? I'm not going to worry about it. I want to, though, actually. No, I won't worry about it. You don't need that much to finish the craft, actually. Looks like a lot of it is working through this guy over here. Another reason why I want to spam power into this. I can do like big crafts. But this machine might have like a little more like control. I think I have to push this and then add like an AND gate or something like that. I can connect basically this signal. I mean, not this signal, but the enabler signal over there to actually enable that machine once it has a lot more power. One step at a time, though, right? Anyways, another thing to craft also is the laser source hatch. I'm going to need one of you. Oh, yeah, we were crafting the emitter. Why are you taking so long? Oh, that's right. Do I have any CPM circuits on me? I have 10. Cancel the recipe and retry. You might have enough. Yeah, you have enough now. Yeah, that's what happens whenever like another recipe crafts circuits, and then it ends up having enough for whatever you need. Get another data stick and go ahead and scan it. Is this a research station or scanner? This is a regular scanner. Overwrite. Whatever that is. What? Shut down due to computation loss. You might need more power. Or maybe I just started it at the wrong time. I'm very glad it doesn't actually delete my items. I would not like that. That would be very bad. Okay, let's make a recipe for the UV emitter. Oh no. Oh no. That's not that bad. It's the fact that you need UV circuits that's atrocious. We have some UV circuits, but it's fine. The laser source emitter, source hatch. That's a quadria foil. You can make 256 at a time. Put that in a vending machine circuit 10. That's too much. Make a stack at a time. Like that. Okay. And then gravity stars. Ugh. Doesn't look very fun. That's a what chemical? Autoclave. Autoclave. Put that right there. Okay. How much growth catalyst medium am I burning through? I've already burned through like 100 something. Almost 150,000, which is you know what, fine. I'm not really using that much. I can always increase the buffer later. Okay. Let's see if this actually works. Advanced assembly line. Oh, it was a quest? Really? Where? Oh, I'm gonna have to search for it, right? Advanced assembly. Oh, it is. Mass processing. Okay. Okay, it's a lot of words. In effect, it offers a parallelism up to however many item input this recipe requires. You can think of an advanced assembly line as a collection of slices. Okay. Whenever a non-terminal slice finishes its work, it will try to pass the work onto the next slice. If the next slice cannot find the materials, in stuck state and hang the assembly line to help locate these stuck assembly lines. It will use the worst energy. Exotic energy hatches. You can overclock beyond, but it will consume even more power than usual. Imperfect. Okay, whatever that means. 1978% power. That's such a weird number. Machine first tries to parallelize the normal, then laser. Okay. I don't, you know what? I'm just in hi, everyone watching Brain. Okay, Ali says hi. I'm just going to try. I'm just going to plug it in and see what happens. Then we need to repair it right there. Batch mode. I'm not going to do batch mode. I don't know if it's going to break anything, but let's try crafting some of those neural processing units. Try crafting a wrap. Now it's going to craft all of that. It looks like it's working. Okay, so it's strictly slower because it's trying to go through everything at once. So it's actually like half as fast, but if I like actually set up the recipe to do more, then it'll actually craft them faster. I had to look up if anything relevant happened. Isn't that? I'm assuming it's when the first assembly line was produced. What little I know, I think it was Ford that did it. Like the car manufacturer. I think they were the first assembly line. I think I remember hearing about that. And now I have to look it up. He did that in the 60s. Okay, so it was Ford, right? So are you ready to mass scale up everything? It's a work in progress. I'm trying to figure out how this advanced ass line works, and I don't like it because I think you have to like either give it a lot more power or make it parallel recipes. And how it's set up, it's not really going to work with parallel recipes because it only accepts one batch at a time. And really the main issue is this the Nero whatever's these guys, which I can increase the craft size, but we have more than a stack through these silicone rubbers, and it doesn't like that. It will probably break something. So one thing I can do is just for these, have a designated ass line. And I don't think I want to do that. I'm gonna pause that. I'm just gonna put back the OG ass line, and then I'll figure that out down the road. But other than that, yeah, that's what I've been working on. No, it's not a different base. It's the same playthrough. Oh, look at that! Got a quest. Let's put the OG back. So without like parallelization, this guy actually runs faster. So this one was doing the recipes in about 14 point something seconds. And this one's able to do it in 7.5. So it's about twice as fast. But this one shines whenever you have, I think if you dump a lot of power into it and or you use parallelization. Did you add, oh, no, it's the same space. You know, so the original like controller area was right here, but at some point I broke it and I started transitioning to this area. I know you've seen this before, and then this is the new area. It branches off over here. But this is where all my like big machines are at. I'm not really gonna focus on like a rooftop anymore. But this new area is like designed to make future space for lasers, and we're actually getting into that today. So I've been slowly working on those. I've been getting like the active transformer stuff set up. So we're getting into that now. So yeah. Okay, I'm still gonna want to upgrade this. I think for now I'm probably just gonna spam it with UV energy hatches. And to answer your question, Demonic, are you ready to mass scale up everything? We're getting pretty close. Yeah. So just today we got a bigger battery buffer. Got 600 billion. It's a good start, right? And not only that, I extended our logic circuit here so that I can add a ton more power into the big machines so that they produce so much faster, but they don't accidentally eat the base's power. Like they won't shut off the base if they run too much. That's the idea behind them. So I'm gonna be using that for the big machines, which include the chemical reactor, the ass line, the blast furnace, and maybe the vacuum furnace. Vacuum freezer. Sorry, isn't vacuum furnace like redundant? No, it's not. Anyways, so I've been trying to craft the laser source hatch first. This will be our backbone. Hang on, let me just cancel you. Craft that one. I also need the laser target. That's just too much power. I don't need that much power. We're sticking with 256 amps for now. Yeah, it's more than enough. There's no way we can even support that much otherwise. That's machine number 1. That'll be our laser target hatch. We want a target hatch That one. This is what goes on the transformer itself. This is very expensive. I need a sensor. I don't think I have a... At least I don't think I do. Let me check. Data stick for this. Over here. That is an LUV one. CPM. No, I do not. So we need a CPM sensor. There we go. And you have CPM circuits to spare, so you can craft it pretty quickly. You got stuck. Why? I always forget something here. Always active on green. Hang on. I gotta figure this out. Something bro. Oh, wait. Why are you here? Oh, that's weird, actually. Where did this come from? Polyaluminum chloride. That makes no sense to me. Where did you even come from? The only way you can do that is if you go through this whole setup. Hang on, where am I making polyaluminum chloride? I gotta check this. That must be how this got stuck.
Like you got a skill issue.
Here it's. What's going on here? That's so weird. I'm gonna take it out for now and then monitor it. That's the scientific or the engineering term for I don't know what happened. I'm just gonna take it out. Where are you even getting it from? Are you connected to subnet? You are. It's just a subnet, so I don't even know where you're coming from. Inverter card, don't put anything. You shouldn't even be putting anything into here, actually. Let me double check here. That was the first one we set up. This one should have fluid packet, inverter, and fuzzy. So you're not even supposed to put anything in there, but I don't know how it's getting anything. This one right here. Supposed to be a storage bus. Yeah, inverter and fuzzy card. I don't know, that's really weird. I'm assuming there's going to be a lot if it's in the... We crafted in the millions. I need the compressed chest, which I don't have it. Just get a bigger chest here. Or an ender pouch. No, ender pouch won't work. Get a bunch of those guys. I don't know how it's getting the polyaluminum chloride because there's nothing that we're crafting in here. Unless it gets it from somewhere else, maybe? Where are you coming from? I'm so confused. Hang on, is it how did I have this set up? That's blocking mode, and that has the advanced blocking card. That's blocking mode, and it has the advanced blocking card in each of them. Right? Blocking. And I'm gonna check all of them now. what I can also do is just take out the cells here. Take that one out. Okay, where are you coming from? Why are you trying to be put into here? Oh, you know what? Are we out of fluid storage? No, you have fluid storage. Don't lie to me. We're gonna figure this out. For some reason, it's trying to put like fluids into here. Oh, I see it. I didn't point into it. Oops. I didn't mean to shift right click. Yeah, okay. Like that. Okay. I guess I don't know why it breaks everything, but you know what? I'm not going to complain. But why specifically polyaluminum chloride? Because that's what I'm crafting like at the moment, right? I just took something out that I wasn't supposed to. I broke everything, I'm pretty sure. Alright, it's back to normal though. Okay, so we're missing 4 of them, which is not what I have. I don't know where the other one is. It should be down here, I think. Fine, okay. Now I know. Okay, so if I take those out, I just put that right here. Okay, there is stuff going. Okay, so it did need the directional one, which is really interesting to me. Yeah, I was trying to just putting everything where it wasn't supposed to go. They might have a IO bus somewhere, but you know what? Let's just do that. a lot. It's a lot of drops. Oops. Get over here. There we go. The polyaluminum chloride right there. And then I gotta deal with all of this. That is a lot of items. Am I gonna have to do that for the other one? I think so. What do you have? You just have the one. Put that over there. What about you? You got, that's the one I was working on. What about you? Okay. That is more reasonable. I guess the system was also freaking out with how much polyaluminum chloride was missing. That's funny, kind of funny for me to think about. All right. Pretty sure the processing array is still broken. No, precise assembler, that's what it is. Processing array is something else, right? That's the deprecated multi-block. I'm getting my multi-blocks mixed up here. Oops. Oops. I don't know why it does that. It's always been weird to me. Using an MEIO port would have definitely been faster, but if it happens again, I'll just use an MEIO port. Now that I know how long it's actually going to take. Okay, so oops, leave that there. So these guys will have one of them each. Now this one, I don't know where the other one is. This guy's missing one. It might be down here, actually. Yep. The heck are you doing there? Get out. Alright. Crisis averted, I think. Not averted. It completely happened. Crisis fixed, right? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Right, good to know. You need the blocking mode or the directional. Otherwise, I think the interface counts as like looking at the system's items, something like that. I don't actually know. So it looks like I'm gonna cancel that recipe. I think it broke. It's missing. Okay, I think that one broke. No, it didn't. It's crafting now. Yeah, it just started. Okay, never mind. Okay, I think we're back. Anyways, I was crafting a sensor, right? Yeah, finished. Let's get the other last data stick and scan it. Don't shush me. I think there's like a delay before this turns on. I think I have to put the item first and then the data stick. I think that's what happens. Because whenever this isn't, when there's nothing in here, it actually shuts that off. And so there must be a delay. Oops, data stick goes back here in the data bank. Now we can make UV sensors. And then go ahead and craft those. Put those in the ass line. So many items being crafted in the ass line. Okay, so we wanted the laser target, right? Because we have a laser source. We want the laser target. How many UV circuits do I have? I think I'm going to want to craft these like overnight. Because these are expensive. They take a while to craft, and I need a lot of them if I'm going to continue with the laser stuff. And how much neutronium do I have? Neutronium is also going to be a little tricky. We actually have a lot. Yeah, we have a lot. Never mind. I think it was because I was crafting a lot of UV superconductor cables, which use the pumps, right? Yeah, I had a lot of them being crafted, and we just didn't finish crafting them at some whatever point. It was a while back. I don't exactly remember. Okay, laser target hatch. Make sure you're actually crafting in here. Yes, you are. 25 seconds. It's not too bad. All right, so that is that guy. So I'm only going to use a source hatch to receive and then another one to export like that. So this one is going to be injecting. How many am I going to need in total? Let's figure it out. So I think I'm just going to start off with getting the transformer up to here. Yeah, right here. And then from here, I can just take out amps of cable as I need it. But I do want it right here to start off, and then I can branch out to other places as I need. So what I'm going to need is 1 transformer, 2 transformer, 3 transformer, 3 of them. So I would need how many source hatches? Source hatch is extraction, right? So we need, let me go back down here. So we need 1 for the capacitor itself, 1 for this transformer over here, 1 for this transformer. So 3. We need 3 of them. Laser source hatches. And target hatches are the injections. So I'm going to need 1 for there, 1 to put into here, and so 3 of each, in other words. So make 2. Oh, you're gonna ask for circuits. Uh-oh. You know what? I don't think it's that bad. No, you don't need that much. We did craft a lot of these neural processing units already. This is the bottleneck. And that's the first thing. That's the first machine I'm going to upgrade is the ass line and just pump it full of UV energy hatches. And I guess once we get like comfortable enough, then I'll start upgrading to the advanced one, but I don't really know how it works yet. Maybe the advanced one, I'll set it up for like single recipes. Then in that case, maybe it'll work. But you're going to have to do some fancy filtering in that case. At least I think that's how it's going to work. We should be able to do some filtering, right? Yeah, I could set it up like this and then just have it filter for one type of recipe. Mm-hmm. It looks like we craft 64 of these at a time. They're not that expensive if you think about it. It does need a lot of UU matter though, so I have to like, oops, I have to do that. That's fine. Okay, so we need 2 of those. I'm not gonna go like craft them side by side because whenever the UV circuits craft, those will be used in the other crafts. But what I will need for the transformers or CPM circuit. So I think I'm also gonna ask for CPM circuits. Mm-hmm. And I guess while all of that is crafting, I can figure out what I want to do for the blast furnace tunneling. Because at some point I do want to send lasers into this stuff over here. Right here. Where's it gonna go? Good question. Why wouldn't I have it in the center? Where's the center? Oh, hello. I forgot Geronimo's in here. Excuse me, Geronimo. Muffler hatch. I really like the muffler hatch because it's just it's just 1 block. All right, so straight down. This one right here. All right. So we go back to the coordinates that we had last time. Ritz, please. This probably is. Where are the coordinates that I typed? Like at least last year, 74. That's the Y level that I want to go. 74. No, it's not the Y level. That's the Z. 144. So it's only a couple blocks down. Right here. And then has to be a 5x5 hole. It's right here, right? Oh, just use my axe here. Right there. Like that. That air. There we go. And then we dig that way, right? Yes, that way until I find where I'm gonna connect all of this stuff. Okay, are you even working? I don't think you're even connected. You know what? I don't like you anymore. You're too high maintenance. You shut off every 5 seconds. maybe if I set it up like correctly, then it wouldn't give me so many issues, but right now it keeps giving me issues. I'm just gonna break it. Okay. Anyways, so the tunnel is gonna go from here. The idea is that we also want some transformers right here. Eventually. Not yet though. It's too much right now. So we break this and we keep tunneling until we find the other room. This is going to lead to under the power of tower. Alright, here we go. Hello. We have discovered it. Okay. And then here we'll build a tower. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, right. Not a tower, a tunnel. That was left click. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and continue this tunneling. And then I do have a break coming up, so I'm gonna take that and then I will be right back. Gotta make sure I am deleting stuff. Oops. Okay, it's fine. Anyways, I'll figure this out and then I will be right back. Yeah, like that. Okay. Be right back. Drink your water. Take a stretch. I already forgot. Hang on, wait. Yeah. I can do another key change. There's another one. Whoops. Is it going? It scared me. At least Ben survived. Oh no. Oh yeah, that's the whole base. Goodbye. Okay. Oh yeah, you absolutely want to be careful because if you don't do it correctly, goodbye to your entire base. Alright. Let's go check what happened to the rest of the base. I'm gonna put the thermometer on the floor.
Oh, Spike! It went over 5. It went over 5.
Get out.
I can't. Open the door!
I left the book in there.
It's over 5. It's over 5. Get out.
Dude, you scared me more than the ghost.
Oh my god, dude.
Behind there. Oh, they are.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
No.
Get upstairs.
I'm blaming you for this.
No, get upstairs. I told you to be careful.
I'm not surviving this, dude.
No. Oh, yeah, I'm stuck inside.
No. You said it was safe.
Hello, are you here?
Name's Jessica.
Jessica? Oh. What the hell was that?
It doesn't like it when you say your name.
Dude.
Everything's.
What?
Oh, it moved the camera.
No, you
Turn
can
on the
turn light
lights.
on. Hey, stop! I need to see the light. Bruh,
Oh,
bruh, move.
Oh, there's something there.
What is
Where?
it?
Un zapato. Hello. So, tunneling. Let's just make sure that there's nothing here that I wouldn't want to destroy. 2382 is Lave. 2373 is Aegon, I think. Yeah. And yes, okay. So set here. It's 2 slashes. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize that there's a lump. It's gonna show up right there. But you know what? This is an abandoned. We're not gonna add any more machines on there, so I'm not really concerned. And then this one is that one. Then back here. Like that. DISTR. Nothing important. So set here. Like that. Okay. Then the rest of this would be set this to a gun. And 12. Nope. 13. Yes. Then this is also a gun. I can just manually put whatever I have right there. And that works. And this is a gun. Then that all the that all the way over here. Like that. Will be a gun. There we go. And then let's go ahead and put the walls. Set. And this one is 12. Yes. There we go. It goes all the way through. Like that. This one and that one. And then the last one is that wall right here. Alright, then a couple of blocks that I missed right here. There we go. Okay, so now we have a tunnel that goes all the way to the blast furnace and also to the vacuum freezer. I'm probably not going to have as much power here, and I can just branch off separately. Like another energy hatch. I can run a cable up there, right? I can do that too. But you can put the laser guy right here, and it'll go directly into that guy. At least this transformer, the active transformers, it's just really a controller and a bunch of other stuff, right? Do you need to power these? I don't think so. Let me see here. The quest talks about it. I'm pretty sure I looked into this like several times, but I just want to make sure. Okay. Doesn't need a maintenance. That's just the IO. Hatches. Okay, sure. I'm gonna assume that I understand what that means. And then I'll just put everything back. So we did craft the laser stuff. Those guys, and we need 2 laser source hatches. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I want that much because we're really only going to do this as a backbone. And I'll make let's go back here. I'm going to be branching off with less power. All right. This is what I mean. So, for example, if I branch off power like all 256 here of UV, this one I'm for sure going to need 2 of each. All right. But at some point, I'm going to be branching off of this one with less power, like the ZPM one. Actually, is there like a lower UV one? Is this the lowest tier one you can make? I mean, you can probably just branch off with the ZPM one, which is probably what I'm going to end up doing. Okay, so let's just do 2 of each. And then let's start crafting the 2 of each, and then let's try crafting the CPM ones. Laser target. Where is it? That's too much power. 1024 divided by 4 is 256, right? So that's basically the same thing as what I'm trying to do. I'm not too worried about that. Let's do not the low power. No, we're not using low power. We're using that one. Yeah, this one. And the laser target and laser source. That one. That is a ass machine circuit 1. Okay. And that means I'm also going to want another one, I think. Let's get another that's 2 more transformers. Laser source. Like that. Transformers are a little bit of a big craft, I think. This might be one of those situations where I just ask for a bunch of these and then let it run for a while longer. It's another way to get this stuff here because we may want to increase this matter fabricator. We're not quite there yet because we need these containment casings, which are, it looks like a lot, but not really, except for these quantum anomalies, which we need a compact cyclotron for this. Which, we're not too far away from this, actually. No, we can do this. I'll consider this. Maybe then we can make that, but I'm not really going to be concerned about that right now. How much UU matter do I have? I have plenty of UU matter. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is ask for more transformers. So I'll get this set up for next episode, which will be maybe Monday or Wednesday. Because I may play Phasmophobia on Monday, it looks like. That's only if I can get 4 people. Otherwise, we'll play Minecraft. So let me just figure out how many transformers I'm going to need. I need 1. I need 2. I need 3, 4, and 5. 5 transformers total. We have 1. I'm crafting 2. So I need 2 more transformers. Merge. Gonna be a very expensive craft, but you know what? I'm all for it. Now, the amount of lasers I need, that's just going to be from the capacitor itself. Yes. No, I need 3. Mm-hmm. So source is 1 source, 2 source, and then 3 source. It's 3 sources. Okay, I need 3. There might be like a math equation to this. One of you. Now I'm going to need 1 source, 2 source, and then we'll go from there. Let's just make let's make 2 of each. Okay, this is going to be definitely, like, this is a very big craft. Very thick. How much cosmic neutronium do we have for making that slowly? How much helium plasma do I have? We do make enough helium plasma to come back. So I don't think I'm concerned about helium plasma. I'll check on this like tomorrow though, but this might be enough to get the power situation going for the big multi-blocks. It is a very big craft though, so I'm going to go ahead and leave this off so that our plan works. Where the big machines, right now only the blast furnace is doing it though. Only the blast furnace has the redstone receiver. You can't even read that. Because it does have a lot, it does intake a lot of power. So I'm going to keep that off. And we'll leave this running overnight, and hopefully I'll get enough to build some transformers. And once that's going, we can start upgrading our more power-hungry machines. Like the AST line is probably going to be the first one, because these neural processing units take forever to craft. And we'll start with that. And once we build those faster, we can build transformers faster to give more power to our other machines, and it'd be steadily growing from there. Look at that, we have 2 transformers already. We need 3 more. Yeah. Guess I'm gonna go ahead and leave it here for now. Sweet. That wasn't too bad. I don't think I'll be writing today. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night here. So maybe 50-50 will play Phasmophobia on Monday if Ritz can actually find a group of 4 people, which is kind of likely. Otherwise, GTNH again on Monday. Otherwise, for sure, GTNH will be back on Wednesday. That's my usual stream time. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Yeah. Anyway, for now, have a good night. See you guys next time. Thanks. Good night.